I gotta clean out my coffee mug. It's fucking freezing out here. 18 degrees. There's no wind chill in here. My coffee mug's ice cold. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. We got a shout out from the last gamer. Yeah. The other day. That's big time. That's big time. You know something? I'm telling you right now, guys. We're in the golden age of video game collecting. I always tell everybody this. Right now is the gold. This is the Venice Beach back in the 70s when Arnold Schwarzenegger was training. Oh my God, to go back. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and just like go to Venice Beach and start crunching on Diana balls like M&Ms. Just so I could hang out. It's like just so I could go to that gym where Arnold is training and Franco Columbo and oh my God, these guys were partying. I'll clean the toilets in the gym just to be around these guys. You know, I'll live out my 1970s Thunderbird. I'll have my protein shakes in the trunk. And I'll just come in and I'll see Arnold. Hey Arnold, how you doing, buddy? I'll be that guy in Pumping Iron, like the guy Arnold's like showing, like the little guy. Put your arm up high. Show them. Go sit and tan on the beach all day. Oh my God. Popping steroids, tanning on the beach all day, going out to the disco at night. Could there ever be a better time in life? Hanging out with all the greats. Dave Draper, and I'd probably tell Robbie Robinson not to commit that double murder. Was it Robbie Robinson or Bertel Fox? Who's the guy that like murdered his wife? I don't know. That was like magnificent shape. If I was his wife, I'd be like, wait, before you stab me, could you take your shirt off one last time? All right. Here we go. Yeah, but I really believe we're in a golden age when it comes to video gaming. And you know what I feel? I feel as though like we've gotten a lot of support. I mean, a lot of support from the last gamer, from, you know, Happy Console Gamer's always been a huge inspiration. Corey from My Life in Gaming gave us a shout. He wore a t-shirt on our show, which is very special. Chris from Classic Gaming Quarterly. I speak to Chris once in a while. I mean, this guy is like, you never met people like this in your life. Seriously. And I feel like I'm so inspired by these guys and their kindness. It's almost like I feel like this whole gaming time that we're in right now is like a freight train that's just like passing by, and I feel like I'm running toward it, like running on the tracks behind it, and I'm reaching my hand out. I want to be part of it. You know what I mean? I feel like these guys are like I'm like the fat kid running down the tracks. Wait! And these guys are like, they got their hands out to me, like, come on. and I'm like this close to the railing. I just want to grab it. I just want to be a part of it. I don't care. I'll be like a bum in one of the box cars. I just want to be a little minuscule part of it. I think that's how important it is. I think that's how special it is right now. Yeah. And I'm so scared that I'm just going to like trip over a rock at the last second. I'm going to go for the railing and just be like, oh, and fall on my face, and that'll be it. All right, what are we talking about here? We got some packages here. That's fucking 18 degrees. Did I mention that? Oh my god, my hands are so cold. Ever since I bought a Harley Davidson, worst decision of my life, from a guy in the Bronx in February. And I told my wife, I said, "Come on, we're gonna go pick up this. We're gonna go look at it." So we take a ride over there, and I like the bike. I wound up buying it. Now, keep in mind, I hadn't ridden a motorcycle that was more powerful than a 200. I had like a 200 Ninja. I thought it was like, Knight Rider on my 200 Ninja. Here we go. I'm looking at this 1200 Harley Davidson. It's like, I like the bike. It's got ape hangers on it. I'm like, here we go. I'm ready. Sons of Anarchy. Here we go. Because a redhead on a motorcycle is real tough. So I buy this bike. I swear to God, it's got to be like in the 20s. It's one of the coldest days of the year. I said, all right, I'll drive it home. The guy's like, you're going to drive it home? I told him I had my little Ninja. He's like, I never drove a 1200cc bike with ape hangers before. And I brought work gloves. I had like this light jacket on and like a pair of work gloves. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I tell my wife, I say, hey, listen, tail me. Stay right on me. I don't have a license plate. I don't have any insurance, registration, nothing like that. I said, figure we'll get the bike home one way or another. So I said, stay on my back because there's no license plate. We start driving. I start going across the Verrazano Bridge, and I'm hitting these crosswinds, and it's the kind of cold I can't even explain to you. You're doing 60 miles an hour on a motorcycle. Oh, number one, back in the Bronx, I made a turn on red, and I don't ever go into the city by choice. But for some reason, you're not allowed to turn on red. So I made a turn on red, and my wife got so pissed at me that I did that. I had no idea. It's like an unwritten rule. There's no signs. Over here, you got a sign on every corner. You can't turn on red. I make a turn on red. She bolts. She's so angry at me, she bolts. I'm like, wah. She drives by me yelling like this. And takes off on me. So I'm like, all right, that's great. I'm alone now. I'm going over the bridge. My hands, what I didn't realize is when you're riding a motorcycle and your hands are up here, all the blood just flows out of your hands back down into your body. It's like almost like no blood going to your hands. My hands are fucking freezing. After I get off over the bridge, I pull over to the side of the road. I take my gloves off and I just put them on the engine. I put them right on the engine. And I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs under my helmet. I'm like, ah! Ah! Listen, pain in your hands. You never felt. I never felt pain in my life like this before. So I sat there and I got myself together, and I'm like, "Fuck, what do I do now?" So I just basically gripped my teeth, and I rode halfway back Long Island, where I had to pull over on the LIE again, and do the same routine, hands on the engine, screaming at the top of my lungs. And then I took the rest of the way home. And when I got home, I put the kickstand down while I was still moving. It was like I parked the bike while I was still moving. Engine running, threw it in neutral. Engine running, ran in the house and stuck my hand on the blankets. I just stuck them on the blankets. I knew I couldn't put them under water, like warm water. Stuck my hands on the blankets. I swear I frostbit my hands. And when you frostbite your hands, it's like something you can't come back from. It's like you kill the cells. Or something like that in your hands. I don't know. To this day, my hands get immediate pins and needles when I hit the cold. Who the fuck cares? My hands are fucked though. Oh my God. What a harebrained the harebrained things you do. Here we go. Wow, let's do this one first. Let's do this one first because listen to the date on this one. Oh God, I feel so bad for this one. This came October 13th. My apologies. Let's see who this is from. I don't know how this happened. It got stuck on my shelf or something. I don't know. Dear Jesse, aka Bithead. Greetings from Brownsville, Texas. I've been meaning to send you some items, but unfortunately things didn't work out as I had hoped. I attempted to raise funds to get you a PS4, but understandably, so people didn't know whether or not to trust a stranger. Wow. Was that you that did that? Somebody set up a FundMe or something like that for that, which was like outrageous. Some of your fans did donate, and we were able to raise a few bucks. We couldn't decide what to get you, so I ordered a couple of things I thought you might like. Wow. I included it. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Okay. Ba ba ba. I've been a fan of your show for years and feel like you should have a lot more subscribers, but I know we feel like we are part of an exclusive club. Because of your recommendation, I am now a listener of the Video Game Dads podcast. Wow, yeah, these guys they do a great podcast. Get to know them. Yeah, interesting characters. Fun to listen to podcast. I listen to it while I make breakfast for my kid. I love it. I wish they would make a lot more podcasts because the podcasts are kind of spaced out between one another. They need to make more podcasts. Yeah. Because okay, Bop, you've made me laugh so hard that the tears were from happiness, not from sadness, and you better believe that. I will continue to watch as long as you keep uploading, Bud, and I appreciate all you do for us. Sincerely yours, Fernando. Yeah, I know Fernando. Solid dude. Always leaving nice comments. There are a couple more things I ordered, but they have not come yet. I'll be sending them a few more things soon. Right. There we go. Let's go. Oh, okay. Here we are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. The arcade game. I think we have it. But this is cool. I mean, wow. This is the power of the NES, right? Who would have thought that the NES could bring this from the arcade into your home? They did a respectable job. They really did. Now I feel really bad about this because this was from a bunch of you guys. Sip of coffee to a bunch of you guys, huh? Coffee's getting cold fast. Whoa, what is this? Wow, all the way from Play Asia. What is I don't know what this is. For the PS4, wow, how special. I'm going to butcher this. Shikando? Look at this. What is this? I don't know. Wow, what a box art. What is this, like two hands coming up? There's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what we're dealing with here. Wow, this is fascinating. East Asia Soft, a limited edition. This is wow, this is very exciting. I don't know what it is, but I'm excited. Wow. Fernando. I don't know what to say. We're going to check this out. I'm sure I'll get pummeled in the comments for not knowing what this is. But that's an everyday occurrence. Wow, thank you for that. Wow, guys, thank you for that. I'm really looking forward to figuring out what that is. I'm almost glad that I don't know what it is. It'll be more exciting. Here we go. All right, coming to you from Connor, all the way from Daytona Beach, Florida. The first car I ever got, I had to buy from my parents. Imagine that. All my friends were getting cars on the house. I had to buy it. And it was a 79 Thunderbird. Jesus Christ, I had to pay $500 for that heap. I love the car. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. It was a nice car. It wasn't really a nice car, but because it was mine, it was a nice car. And that car was on Daytona Beach. I remember driving down with my three sisters in the back seat. My three sisters. With my two sisters in the back seat. And oh my God, I remember we were on the road for it had to be 13, 14 hours straight down to Florida. Every kid from Long Island took that drive down to Florida. What is it, like a 20-something hour drive? I remember on the 13th hour or something like that. Now you got to understand something. With kids in the back, I don't know how my parents made that trip. Jesus Christ. And I remember I never saw my mom flip out on my father. I remember they're looking at a road map. We're trying to find a hotel. And my father's like, no, it's not this way. It's not this way. What are you doing? What kind of navigator are you? Blah, blah, blah. Finally, my mother takes the road map. Oh, yeah, a road map. No navigation. The big fucking Rand McNally road map. She takes the road map, the one that you fold. You can never fold back the right way. She takes the road map and she throws it down. She was like, you do the navigating! And she starts kicking the road map down by her feet, and you just hear it crumpling it up. And you're like, oh no, you'll never be able to fold it now. My mother just freaked out. I never saw a freak like that before. And then it was quiet in the car. And we passed by this hotel, and my father's like, wow, we'll go here. And it was called, we pull in, it's called Kaka's Motel. And that's all me and my sister had to catch wind of, right? And then my mother's arguing with my father, we're not going to a place called Kaka's Motel. And then me and my sister are like, in the backseat, like, hey, how'd you like to go to Kaka's Motel? And we keep on saying it over and over again until my father's like, shut up! And then we were in the back like, and it took all of about 10 minutes before I was like whispering in her ear, how about we go to Kaka's Motel? Anyhow. Green 79 Thunderbird. Oh yeah. On the beach. At Daytona Beach. Did you see me? This is back in the 80s. Yeah, we go to the hotel, and I wind up getting the stomach virus of my life. First night there. Throwing up, felt like I was going to die. Went to SeaWorld the next day. That was fun. Dehydrated. All right. Here we go. Whoa. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. Wow. All right. This is my man Connor right here. And look at what this guy put together. Oh, boy. Are you kidding me? Okay. Hope you enjoy this plaque I designed and 3D printed. Also, I've emailed you my note because my printer claims it's low on toner already. Shit. The note. Okay. Shit. Fuck. The note. Alright, we'll work this out some way. Wow, look at this. 3D printed. Are you kidding me? Bithead 1000. The greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! Once you start it, you can't stop it. Here we go. Sorry for the short cable, but the adapter isn't coming in for another week. I'll send you one. Okay, he's making these. Okay, you ready for this? He's making these, the Nintendo controllers. Here we go. I want to say there's like a Raspberry Pi in there. I don't know anything about this stuff. Anyhow, it's like the Nintendo games are right here. They're loaded on. Look, HDMI port, extra controller port, and power. There you go. That's all you need to know. Whoa. Yes. Okay, here's the HDMI. Bam, you plug that in. Bam, you plug that in. And you're playing Nintendo games on a Nintendo controller. Fantastic. My goodness. Connor, we'll post up that note. I'll put the note on somehow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Isn't that something? The thing weighs nothing. Look at this. It's a Nintendo controller. Jesus Christ, Connor. Thank you so much, buddy. I know he makes these, and he's going to be... I think he's... I don't know if he launched it yet, but he's going to be making these for sale. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Connor. Thank you, buddy. Wow, we got to find a spot for this, huh? We got to find a spot for this. All right. Hey! All right. How about that? Okay. Oh. Here's a big one, boys. Sip of coffee for a big one. Here we go. This is Jay. Jay from Portland. Portland, PA. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Are you kidding me? Here we go. You old bithead, bad penmanship. Not really. Not really. Not bad at all. Here's some garage sale swag. Probably not the last I'll send either. Hope it's something you'll hook up and play. I have a YouTube channel for garage sale hunting, and in the last 2 years I've acquired over 1,500 games. Wow. Hey, round of applause, huh? Even Earthbound for $250. $250. Wow. If you guys remember, I got my copy of Earthbound for 75 cents. Oh, yeah. True story. True story. At the worst garage sale I've ever seen in my life. Guys, take it from me. If you ever pull up to a garage sale, I've seen people do this all the time. I've been at garage sales where I see people do it. They look at the garage sale, they slow down to a stop, they look at it, and then they drive away. They assume, oh, there's nothing there for me. I pulled up to the most pathetic garage sale you've ever seen with this elderly lady. She had one table set up, and I walked up, and there was a little container full of Super Nintendo games. Maybe 10, maybe a dozen. Earthbound. Wound up paying like 75 cents a piece for them. Altogether, it was like, it might have been a dozen, and I paid like $10 for it. Yeah, that was exciting. And especially back then, that's when Earthbound was on fire. Everybody's like, oh, that's the thing now. Nobody cares about Earthbound, right? The whole retro community's like, we're past that now, right? I know. If you found one now to garage sale, you'd leave it there. Hope you can shout me out at YouTube youtube.com/firespin gaming. Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't I? A lot of guys don't do that. They feel like, why wouldn't you give a guy a shout out? Of course. Absolutely. Also the guys at Gotham City Games in Brooklyn. Okay? Want you to come out for Brooklyn Geek Fest. Hey, I'm in. I'm in. And in case people forgot, I want to go to one of these conventions with a friend. Like a friend, like I want to go there and pretend like I have a friend. I don't know. I don't have any friends that like retro video games. It's such a sad and lonely existence. I hate to go to something like this by myself. I want to go with a buddy. I don't know. This is like ridiculous. And in case people forgot, they just tuned in to the Jack drinking, Jeep restoring, greatest game program in existence. Yeah, with a 4K face. Okay. Josh from Firespin Gaming. Wow. Check this out, guys. Number one, it's a... Look at this beauty right here. It's an Intellivision in the box. Wow. Beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. The very first gaming system I ever played over my buddy Todd's house, right? The very first system. I think I saw the first game that I ever played in here, which would be Space Spartans. Yeah. Wow. What a great gaming system, huh? The Intellivision. Everybody talks Atari 2600. Everybody grew up with the Atari 2600. This thing is miles above. It goes like this, okay? Before the Nintendo, it goes ColecoVision, it goes Intellivision, and it goes Atari 2600. And if you want to tell me otherwise, meet me on my front lawn. And bring a shovel so I can bury you when I'm done with you. My God. Got some games in here. Look at this. Oh, the very first one. It talks. Space Spartans.
Mattel Electronics presents Space Spartans.
Yeah, there it is. Space Spartans. We didn't understand the whole... I love it how we used the strategy part. It was like you just skipped through that part.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting.
You do whatever you could to get to the battle part.
13 aliens.
We didn't know what was going on. This star map moving around. We're just like, how do we get to the battle? And it was one guy piloted the ship. You know, you move the crosshairs, and the other guy would fire. I was fire control. Big deal, man. Big deal. Oh, that was great for me. And you'd have to lead a little bit with the crosshairs. Oh, fantastic. We got so good at that game. Well, actually, we didn't, because we didn't know how to do the map part. We just got good in the battles. Okay. Yeah, you all know it, you all love it, right? B-17 Bomber.
Mattel Electronics presents B-17 Bomber.
This is a terrific game.
Target in sight. On the way. Checkpoint close. Bandit 3 o'clock. Got him.
Yeah, B-17 Bomber isn't one of those games that I played till later on. Some years ago when I got it at a garage sale and played it. It's a fantastic game. Boy, oh boy. Do you get cover art like this anymore? Look at this. Lock and chase. Oh. Here we go. Sea Battle. I used to love Sea Battle. Here we go. Star Strike. Guys, look at these 3D graphics. How ambitious. I just picture you guys programming these old games, you know, on this old computer, like clickety-clackety keyboard, and just like smoking cigarettes like a chimney. I mean, if you programmed a halfway decent game back in the day, you were smoking at least 3 packs a day, without question. Utopia. Night Stalker. Boy, the thing that really hurt, you think about it, the thing that really hurt these retro consoles was the joysticks, right? Because let's face it, the Intellivision joystick is, the ColecoVision joystick, it'll give you soft tissue damage after about 10 minutes of gameplay. And the Atari joystick is hard. That's what really held back the... Imagine we had a gamepad, like a Nintendo gamepad from the start. Imagine that. It would have changed these altogether. And Space Armada. Right? Here we go. Space Invaders clone. Jesus Christ. Man, oh man. Talk about The Last Gamer. He was discussing a thing. He did a series, and it was talking about the Space Invaders arcade, and how that people were putting so many quarters into a Space Invaders machine that it would overflow the coin box and short out the Transformers in there, because the Transformers were all exposed and whatnot. And people in Japan, you gotta love the Japanese and their love for gaming. I really take my hat off to the Japanese. They were putting so many coins. I guess they don't have quarters, right? But whatever coin they put in there, in Space Invaders when it came out, they had a shortage of that coin in the country. I love Japanese culture. It's fantastic. Their appreciation for... You know what that tells you? Their appreciation for video games. Life must be such hell over there that they need this great escape. Think about it. It's the guys that call when the Dragon Quest games came out, right? Weren't there like mass sick calls to work? Like the government shut down, everybody's online trying to pick up Dragon's Quest. People are robbing each other and getting mugged for their copy of Dragon's Quest. Get me to Japan now! Guys, you just tuned in to the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization. And you better believe that. With a 4K face! I'll see you next time.